another night that I have to say a lot. So water is needed at every situation. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining in with the next part of the show. And now we are at the explanation of the word planet. Okay, so you know what is a planet? Hành tinh, okay? Like the Earth, it is a planet. Moon, planet, okay? Next, re-enter. Rejoin, join back, okay? So re-enter. You know it. Satellite. What is a satellite? So at home you may have a satellite. Or not. It can be a thing that a model. If you at home you are interested in science or something about the space, you can learn about it. Who bans? Who bans? Who restricts you to do that? Satellite. Vệ tinh. An artificial body placed in orbit around the Earth or Moon or another planet in order to collect the information for communication. Good. That is the explanation about the satellite. Spacecraft. You know it. It is a vehicle used for traveling in space. Spacecraft. Tàu vũ trụ, tàu không gian. Space shuttle. What is it for a space shuttle? It also like a rocket-launched spacecraft able to land an unpowered aircraft used to make repeated journeys between the Earth and Earth orbit. Okay, tàu con thoi. A part of it, okay? Space station. A large artificial satellite used as a long-term base for manned operations in space. Space station. To control everything. That it can be the satellite because they push it up and they can control at a space station. Okay, the International Space Station, ISS. Like it can be NASA. Okay, so touchdown. What is it for a touchdown? Landing. Okay. Tiếp đất. So like when explaining about a spacecraft land down on the moon, that moment is historical for every of the Americans. Okay, for 50 years ago, people, humans, stepped on the moon for the first time ever. So let's now do the exercise number 1. Oh my god, exercise number 1. So I have finished the explanation for those whole 20 words. Okay, so your job is to put those phrases or words to the correct order, to the correct blank. So from 1 to 20, the exercise number 1, complete the timeline of space exploration with the words in the box. You may have to change the form of the verb. So some verbs that you need to change the form. Okay, so they spoil you a little bit. They spoil. So let's now begin, shall we? Begin right now, or we don't have the time. So we have the timeline from 1957 to 2018. Oh my god, 2018. What year is it today? 2019. Let's see what did they want to do at 2018. Okay, 1957. They say the Russians sent a blah 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 called Sputnik into space. It was the first blah 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 object ever to leave the Earth's blah blah blah. So, what is it for 1, 2, and 3? So what do you guess for number 1? Send what to space? You cannot send a planet. You cannot send a mission control. You cannot send a cosmos. No. You send a satellite. The Russians sent a satellite called Sputnik into space. It was the first blah 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 object. Man-made object. Yes, man-made, made by human. And number 3. Man-made object ever to leave the Earth's atmosphere. Yes. So number 1, satellite. Number 2, man-made, and number 3, atmosphere. The Earth's atmosphere. Khí quyển trái đất. 1959, 2 monkeys became the first animals to survive in space travel. They experienced 0 blah 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 for 9 minutes before their space blah 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 returned to Earth. So, what do you guess about for the number 5? I'm just only asking for number 5. Space what? Space capsule. That's that phrase I told in the exploration. Explanation. Word explanation. I'm drunk. Oh my god. Wake up. Wake up. So, the phrase I say, it is always space capsule. Okay, so that is the phrase that I say in my explanation about vocabulary in the box, purple box. So, number 5, it is the capsule. Okay, so number 4, they experienced 0 what? Zero gravity. Yes, 0 gravity. So, right now we have gravity so that we can stand and sit on the land, okay, to the ground, because the Earth has a gravity that can attach us, okay, to the ground. But then in the space, 0, okay. So remember that 0 gravity. Number 4 it is gravity, and number 5 it is space capsule. Next, for in 1961, first man in space, Russian, blah blah blah, Yuri Gagarin. Russian what? Russian astronaut. Yes, astronaut. You know the definition already? Number 6, astronaut. Number 7, what is it next? Blah blah blah, the Earth for 108 minutes before blah 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 the Earth's atmosphere and landing at a secret location. So, number 7. Give it a clue. That is a verb right over there. Must be a verb. Yes, orbited, to move around, okay? Orbited the Earth for 108 minutes. So, it is a time for a Avengers Endgame. 182. No, further than that. But also like more than a half of a movie. 182 minutes. 3 hours and 2 minutes. Now, okay, so that was history about the film. So, orbited. Okay, so the verb, it is orbit. But, form it into the correct form because it says in the past in 1961, so it must be in the past. So, orbited with 1 T, okay? Around the Earth for 108 minutes before blah blah blah. Before re-entering, okay? Re-enter the Earth's atmosphere and landing at a secret location. So, if you're supposed to say the answer for the number 8, that is, what is it? Touchdown. No, that's not, because it says about landing after that. So, the only verb, the only suitable word, it will be, re-enter. But before re-entering, that is the all about grammatical, okay? So, fill in for that, and try to do, next from, what is it? 9 to 20. 9 to 20, then we'll be right back with the next part of the show. Don't go anywhere.